Hello, it's Dana with Blue Girl Books, and I am working on another drawing for my next not coffee table book, for my next adult coloring book. And I hand draw all of my images. I also have some other images that I'm looking at, just that I've been drawing to make sure everything is correct and ready and finished so that I can move on to my next drawing. I do tend to start things and then have 10 things that are half drawn. So today I'm working on that. So let's see if I can make this a little smaller. So that one I'm just barely started, like on the edges. This one, I think this one is done. So what I do is I hand draw them, then I scan them at the very highest DPI, and then I vectorize them in Adobe Illustrator, and then I format them, and it's late. And then I put them into Amazon KDP and I upload them. I did, I'm finding myself as far as drawing goes. I'm finding myself. I didn't really start drawing again until 2014, and then I didn't really draw again until about 2.5 years ago, which would have been about mid-2022. And so I started this the other day and realized I have these other things inside of me also. And so I don't know what they would call this, just really abstract. So that one's done for sure. Here's another one that I did. You know, it's just, there's nothing wrong with expressing yourself. And this is definitely, she's just got a big cloud over her head, and she's got rain, and then, you know, thoughts zooming out of her. And I really like it. I do. It's just, we've all got different sides. Then there's the children's side of me where I kind of just started this for winter solstice. My grandkids really like these, except I shouldn't have filled that in, but I can fix that in Adobe Illustrator. So I think that one's done. Here's another really abstract one that I did the other day when I did these two. And I did put them up on my Instagram, I think on my Instagram, or maybe just on my TikTok. But I really love this stuff. It's just really, I'm expressing things, and it's really important to do that because other people definitely are going to resonate with what you're drawing. So that one's done. This one started out a little weird. I don't know really, excuse me, what my brain was doing. But, oh my God, I don't know why I'm yawning. But I really like it. And this one's basically done also. This one I need to add a little bit more to. So that one I need to work on. This one I did with a fountain pen, and instead of my 05 Pigment Micron. I gotta turn my heater off, hold on. And so I'm debating about going over this with my 05 Micron. I started to go over it right here because one thing I told myself is when I do my second book, I'm going to make sure to only use the 05 Micron so that my lines all look the same. But the problem is I didn't fulfill that when I drew this with the fountain pen. So I think I am going to take the time. Boy, now I have to sneeze. One moment. I'm so sorry. Okay. So I think I am going to take the time to, I can do one of two things. I can outline it. I mean, I can just go over these lines like, you know, I think I need to pull in and go a little bit more sideways here. I can redraw the whole thing or just go over these lines. And I'm thinking I'm just going to go over the lines. And get this done. I mean, literally, this would probably take me a day. Probably less because, see if I can pull in here. Probably less. Because, I don't know. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, I have an original of this that I did. And I had to, what I did is I just traced it with my, hold on, with my, it's not tracing paper, it's, vellum, because my original, I was not correct. So instead of doing this, you know, going over it in pen, I just went ahead and traced it. And then I can still just scan this very easily so that this one's done. But I feel like with this one, I might want to just go over it in pen. Because I did realize that this vellum, this pen doesn't do super well on the vellum. It doesn't soak in enough to the vellum. So I probably won't do that again. I'll just trace it. Okay, this one's done. Pull out on this one. This one's done. Make love, not war. And this one's done. And this one's done. And this one I'm working on right now, a new one. So my point is that I have to stop trying new ones and finish all of these. So basically I have 1, 2, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I haven't even counted these until right now. So I have 14 towards my next book. My first book is, I think, almost 60 images. So, yeah. So basically, what I'm going to do tonight is just work on this and get this finished so I can finish this one. So let's do that. And I wish I didn't have to do this, but it's like I love this. I don't draw animals very well, and it took me forever to draw the cat, so I really don't want to just, I don't want to trace it on vellum, and I don't want to just trash it, and I don't want to publish it like this because I need my lines to be uniform, like I said. So my first book is kind of it is definitely a compilation of many different periods of drawing, and so I didn't use the 05 micron on all of them. So if you get my first book, Ink Dive, you'll see that the lines are not all exactly the same. So let me pull out a little bit, because on some of this I'm gonna just try to start at the top and go down. But once I grab a line like this, I really need to just keep going with it and not release as much as possible. But there we go. Just because, you know, just because. So I guess with this one, yeah, we're just gonna work this. But my lines are so abstract that it's hard for my brain to just redo it without, see, now, there I go. I just boofed it up. It's, I'm trying to think if I even want to retrace all of this. I don't have a choice though. You know what I think? I think I need to go down a size, 0.5. Since it's already got some ink on it, let's just try the 03. Maybe that'll be a little easier. Because I don't want to make it, oh yeah, that's better. That makes me feel better. But I do need to get a little closer to my subject. And okay, so let's just squeeze in here and get some of this done so you can actually see what I'm doing. So we'll go to about right there. Yeah. If there's a will, there's a way. And then even if this one is a tiny bit thicker because I am tracing it a second time, it's okay because I can fiddle with the line width in Adobe Illustrator. It's just a technical process and I don't really want to do it. But you know, you do what you gotta do. So just doing this line art here. I don't really have music on or anything because it's so time consuming to try to put music into my videos, and I always get stressed that like someone's going to retract their, you know, offer to use their music commercially, and then my whole video is just going to get ruined or taken down because somebody changes their contract. And so my first couple of videos I did use some music, but moving forward I just don't really want to. I just want it to be totally organic. For sure. It's too quiet. I had my fan on earlier. Usually I always have my fan on. So I guess we'll just do this and see. I'm going out of the lines, which is terrible because I'm getting antsy about even doing this whole thing again. I don't know if antsy is the right word. I just not sure I want to do it. So anyways, I'll be back.